Dara Dietz, and today we are going to be cooking something in my kitchen. I have recently quit using bread. The wheat flours and all that just don't agree with me anymore, and I have been looking for good substitutes for all those bready things that I love to eat. And I have found one, and it is just absolutely fantastic, and it tastes so good. So today I'm going to demonstrate 3 different bready product type things that we can make using garbanzo flour. I know, just hang in there, they're really good. Alright, the first one we're going to make is a flatbread, and I'm going to make a pizza on top of this flatbread. Absolutely fantastic. I've made this 3 or 4 times now, and every time it has turned out delicious. So for the basic flatbread recipe, we're going to need garbanzos, and this will be made into flour, oatmeal, and we just grind this into flour, your nut milk, whatever your favorite nut milk is, salt, pepper, and olive oil. And the oven is heating to 450 degrees, and the skillets are in the oven. The cast iron skillets are heating in the oven as it is warming up. You need to heat those with it when you start the recipe. The other recipe that we are going to make is pancakes, wheat-free pancakes, and actually completely vegan pancakes. They are absolutely delicious. I love them. I made some the other day just to make sure I still really like the recipe. I did. And then the third one, it's a newer recipe to me, but working with the garbanzo flour, we're going to make it together for the first time together. And it is tortilla shells made with the garbanzo. With the oatmeal in the flatbread, I'm liking it much better than just the traditional flatbread recipe for the garbanzo chickpea flour is just plain chickpea flour. I find that using a half a cup of oatmeal with it just really tones down that chickpea flavor. If you like it, well then leave the oatmeal out. But if you're like me and you just want to tone that down just a little bit, the oatmeal flour just really helps. So let's start cooking. First thing that we're going to do is we have to make our flours. So we are going to, I've already got it in the cup, and this is a half a cup of oatmeal, and it's just your regular oats, long cooking oats is what I use. And we're just going to grind them to flour. Only takes a couple minutes, and this is half a cup. And I find that it measures straight. You put in half a cup of oats and you end up with half a cup of oat flour, or close enough that it makes no difference. Okay, same with the garbanzo. So the chickpeas are here, and here we go. You can see I shake it and move it a little bit just so that we really work that into a nice powder. What you buy at the store, I paid as much as $14 a pound for the chickpea flour from the store, and why bother when you can make your own? Okay, there's our cup of chickpea flour. And we're just going to keep these right here because we will be using those again for our other recipes. Then to this we're going to add half a teaspoon of sea salt and about a 1/4 teaspoon or so of pepper. Get this all mixed. Okay. All right, now we're going to go ahead and add in, I've got 2 cups of nut milk here, and I'm gonna start with about a cup or so of it and just see where that takes us to. Still a little thick. I think you can see this here. That's just a little bit too thick still. Let's go ahead and put in our tablespoon of olive oil. And then I'll put in a little more of the milk. That is pretty good. It's nice and soupy, and I think it will make real good for both. And this will actually be the first time that I have used the one recipe to make 2 flatbreads. So we're going to see something new. The last ones I made were a little bit thicker than I liked. You want it to be thin, especially when you're going to use it for pizza. This is cast iron and it is hot. And this is a tile top to my counter, so it works good. Just dribble a little oil on there. And you want to move that around the pan real good. If you've got a brush, you can brush it on there, but you want to make sure the whole pan is covered with the oil. Okay, we're going to put half of the mix into the pan here. That's about half. Just kind of spread it around a bit. And this is another way to spread it around good, is just to shake the pan, but make sure you've got a good mitt on your hand. Okay, that's all nice and even. It goes back in the oven at 450 degrees for 15 minutes. Second pan. The rest of the batter in this one. Okay, so pick it up and just see if we can't move this one around. Yeah, that's working pretty good. I think that did nice and even. Back in the oven, they need to cook for 15 minutes. That is the start of our flatbread. When they come out of the oven, we are going to take and build the pizzas right on top of them. All right, our flatbread is finished. That comes up. Nice and crisp and good. This one we're going to just go ahead and now top it for a pizza. All right, this is now ready to go back in the oven and cooking the vegetables and melting the cheese, and then our pizza will be ready. All right, here is our second pan of flatbread, and it is ready to use for anything that you would like flatbread for. It's thin, as you can see, and very good. It's not a cracker. It's a little bit cornbready, and it has a really nice nutty flavor. The oatmeal really tones down the garbanzo taste in the flour, and it's absolutely delicious. And you can do anything with this that you want. It's an absolute wonderful little flatbread. So enjoy. We'll get the pizzas out of the oven in just a little bit, and you will get to see what that is like. The pizza is finished. It is ready, and absolutely delicious. I made the crust a little bit thinner this time, the first time I had done this, but it is holding up really well. Let's just see. Definitely good. Definitely worth the effort, and absolutely no wheat in this recipe. This is a delicious way. The flatbread, it can be used for anything you want, and this is just a really good bread substitute.